All right, guys, deer processing part 2. Here we go. So I want to show you a couple of things, okay? Tip number 1 is, as you can see, we've started to get this down. Now, that last video I made was like 10 or 12 minutes of me just kind of rambling some thoughts that I had. I've been able to do all of this in about 6 minutes, okay? So I'm down to a point now where a lot of people don't understand what to do, and so I've got my life support knife steel. Now this is their survival style. And what I want to do is I want to show you how to cut a leg off without having to use a saw, okay? So what we want to do is, because we're at this point right now, we want to take the deer's leg and find the joint right here where it breaks. And you make a cut in the joint, and you'll see that it just kind of pops off the joint. And then you come back around this backside, make your cut. Now, this usually does some damage to your knife's edges because you're cutting through so much skin, but you see how I just follow my knife through and I'm able to come all the way through his joint right there and just pop these legs off. And when I say it does some damage, all it means is after I cut one off, I have to immediately go back over here to the steel and then run my steel on it, because it does kind of bend the edge, it folds the edge. Now, you know, I'm sure you've heard this 100 times, but if you have an edge on a knife, if you will continuously maintain it, and what does maintain it means? It means keeping it clean of any debris, because when I get a bunch of deer fat on this, the knife will go what you would consider dull. And then I just come and wipe it off on the trash can on the edge, hit it to the steel, and so that's called keeping it clean. And then the second thing is actually keeping that edge folded over. That's called maintaining your edge, okay? And so as long as I do those two things, I will probably go most of this knife's lifetime without having to hit it to a coarse, medium, and fine steel, right? So I just keep maintaining that edge. Anyway, let's just do the second one just to give you a little redo reminder, okay? You come, you find where it is, the bend is in the leg, you split through that bend, come all the way around, and after I come all the way around, I just find in here where you can see, and then it just comes off. Now, typically the deer doesn't bleed this much, but it's bleeding because we didn't gut him and we brought him into the shop to gut him, okay? Anyway, guys, so that's where I'm at right now. That's how I get the legs off. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the skin off, and then we'll talk again in a minute.